Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rechakodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of Genesis, the 28th chapter. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him, and charged him, and said unto him, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Arise, go to Padanaram, to the house of Bethuel thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence, of the daughters of Laban thy mother's brother. And whose idea do you think this was? I mean, Isaac wasn't opposed to it, but who do you think really pushed for this? Definitely Rebecca. She had to get Jacob out of there before Isaac died, or else she knew what Esau was planning. And God Almighty bless thee, and make thee fruitful, and multiply thee, that thou mayest be a multitude of people. So he blessed Jacob. Jacob got Esau's birthright, Esau's blessing, and his blessing. And give thee the blessing of Abraham, and the blessing of Abraham, to thee and to thy seed with thee, that thou mayest inherit the land wherein thou art a stranger, which is the land of Canaan, which God gave unto Abraham. So here you see that that blessing went, this is where it goes from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not Esau. And Isaac sent away Jacob, and he went to Padan Aram unto Laban, son of Bethuel the Syrian, the brother of Rebekah, Jacob's and Esau's mother. So this is basically Jacob's uncle. When Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob and sent him away to Padan Aram to take him a wife from thence, and that he blessed him, and that as he blessed him, he gave him a charge, saying, Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. So when Esau basically saw and heard that, and that Jacob obeyed his father and his mother, and was gone to Padan Aram, and Esau seeing that the daughters of Canaan pleased not Isaac his father, then went Esau on to Ishmael. And because remember, Ishmael was his uncle, right? It was Isaac's brother. So when Esau saw that they didn't really like the Canaanite women, he decided, all right, you know what? I'm going to just go to, as it says, to Ishmael and get some women of them. And took on to the wives which he had, Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nebajoth, to be his wife. And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran. And he lighted upon a certain place, and tarried there all night, because it was a long journey. So he stopped at a certain area and decided to camp there for the night, because the sun was set. And he took of the stones of that place and put them for his pillows. Damn, that's tough. And lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it and said, I am the Lord Yahweh, God of Abraham thy father, and the God of Isaac. The land whereon thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shalt spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And in thee, and in thy seed, shall all the families of the earth be blessed. And behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee. The word keep in the Hebrew is shamar, which is to guard, in all places whither thou goest, and I will bring thee again into this land. For I will not leave thee until I have done that which I have spoken to thee of. So the Lord assured Jacob in a dream that he would protect him and take care of him, and fulfill that promise in him, all right, that he gave to Abraham. And Jacob awaked out of his sleep, and he said, Surely the Lord is in this place, and I knew it not. And he was afraid, and said, How dreadful is this place? And when you go into the word dreadful, it's less of like you dreading something, but more so worthy of like fear, honor, and revere. This is none other but the house of God. And this is the gate of heaven. And he said this in emphasizing the place being holy, because the presence of the Lord was there. And Jacob rose up early in the morning and took the stone that he had put for his pillows and set it up for a pillar and poured oil upon the top of it. And he called the name of that place Bethel. But the name of the city, or of that city, was called Luz at the first. So Bethel was originally called Luz. And Jacob vowed a vow, saying, If God will be with me, and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat, and raiment to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then shall the Lord Yahweh be my God. And this stone, which I have set for a pillar, shall be God's house, and of all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give the 10th unto thee. So it would be a place of worship right there at Hebron, and Bethel. And as we see in the future on Jacob's way back, he actually does stop over there, which we'll see when we get to it. And that brings us to the end of the book of Genesis, the 28th chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ruach HaKodesh. And until next time, Shalom.